Welcome, everyone. This is the clerk of the committee, Dina Guerra, and I will now call the February 2nd, 2022 meeting of the City Selection Committee to order at 3:06. First, I will conduct roll call. Member Norvell.
Here.
Member Rodriguez.
Present.
And Member Brown.
Here.
Member Ignacio is not present. Our first item today requiring board action is item 1A, the discussion and possible action regarding a resolution authorizing remote teleconference meeting pursuant to the Ralph M. Brown Act. Do we have a motion?
Well, I will make the motion that we adopt that policy and continue it. My only question is, does that mean we have to meet every 30 days to keep that active?
So this is Christian Curtis, County Counsel. It's ambiguous in the statute. Certainly the literal language talks about it being renewed every 30 days. My office has opined that in the case of entities that don't meet every 30 days, that it's likely sufficient to go ahead and simply approve it at each meeting that you have after 30 days have elapsed. Essentially on the theory that the only harm and the only remedy would be to force the readoption of the findings at the next time that the body would be meeting. I do want to be candid, though, that it is, I don't think that the legislature took that scenario into account at the time they adopted the statute. So I'm inferring a little bit as to the consequences of what happens with an entity that only meets every few months.
But then I make the motion to approve virtual meetings.
Second by Norvell.
Okay, and I will do now a roll call vote. Member Norvell.
Yes.
Member Rodriguez.
Yes.
And Member Brown.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously. Okay, and moving on to other business, we will go to item 2A, which is the appointment of a representative to the Local Agency Formation Commission, LAFCO. Is there any board comment?
The city of Fort Bragg does not have a recommendation.
I will make a comment in that for starters, we're ready to assume a voting position. We are in line to have somebody from Ukiah in that position. And we have somebody ready who has been an alternate, is knowledgeable of LAFCO proceedings. So I would like to have somebody from Ukiah City Council sit in the voting position at LAFCO.
Okay, would you like to make a nomination?
Well, I will nominate Mari Roden from Ukiah City Council to be a voting member of LAFCO.
You said Marty Rowan?
M-A-R-I, Rodin, R-O-D-I-N.
Okay, thank you.
Fort Bragg will second that.
Okay. And then roll call vote is Member Brown,
Yes.
Member Rodriguez.
I had a clarifying question. I didn't quite hear you. Has she served on the LAFCO board before?
She's presently an alternate. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So has she been attending meetings?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes.
And Member Norvell.
Yes.
Okay, the motion carries unanimously. Item 2B is appoint an alternate city representative to the LAFCO formation.
I'll make a comment on that in that it's always nice to have inland and coastal. And I know that actually Fort Bragg is in line to maybe fill the next possible position. So if Fort Bragg has somebody in line, then I would support that.
I appreciate that very much, but we do not.
Okay.
Okay, and I know that Jerry Gonzalez has been serving on this board, and he expressed interest in serving as the representative.
Then I would nominate Jerry Gonzalez as the alternate position.
Fort Bragg will second that.
Okay. Roll call vote. Member Rodriguez,
Yes.
Member Norvell,
Yes.
and Member Brown.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimously. Item 2C, appoint a city select aviation expertise representative to the Airport Land Use Commission.
I have a comment on that, only to say that Ukiah is already well represented on that commission. So if there's another jurisdiction who would like to take that chair, I would certainly support that.
The city of Fort Bragg does not. Thank you.
We did have Dawn Albright seeking reappointment, but there was no other applicant.
Then I would move to appoint Mr. Albright.
And I apologize if, could you let me know who Mr. Albright is?
He's actually on the Ukiah Airport Commission. So he's seeking reappointment, is my understanding.
Yes, he's currently.
I'll second that.
Okay. Member Norvell,
Yes.
Member Brown,
Yes.
and Member Rodriguez.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimously. And I would like to say there was no public comment for any of these items.
Thank you.
Moving on to agenda item number 3 is the approval of the November 3rd meeting minutes.
I'll move that we adopt the minutes as presented.
Is there a second?
Well, I have a question for county council at this point, is that obviously I wasn't there because it was last year's mayor. But I also understand that if we have in good faith that the minutes were written true to form, then we can go ahead and vote yes. Is that true, Mr. Curtis?
Yeah, that's consistent with my understanding.
Okay, then I'll second.
Okay. Member Norvell,
Yes.
Member Brown,
Yes.
and Member Rodriguez.
Yes, with the notation that I was not there as well.
Okay, the motion carries unanimously. Public expression, we have none. And are there any further announcements?
Only a big thanks to you, Madam Clerk, for setting this up and getting us going.
You're welcome. You have a nice day, and that will adjourn.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you.